Ladies and gentlemen, let us be one of the first people to wish you a Merry Christmas on the year of our Lord 2025. We got Wild Bill and Peyton back here on the Many Last Words podcast.
Hmm.
Peyton, welcome back to the United States. You've been international P for about 3 weeks. Been going from here to there.
Uh-huh.
How you feeling? Tell us about how it's been.
Yes, Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad. Um, it's dude, actually, oh wow, I don't have it on. I left it next to
Oh,
next to me in the bed.
oh.
Uh, but nah, man, just got married. Went on a 2 week honeymoon immediately, about 2.5 weeks. Went all over the place, man. Went to Paris, went to Italy, Milan, went to Malaga, Spain. Um, and then we went to Portugal, all in Europe. And then for the last like week, we went and flew from Lisbon. We actually had to do a layover in Canada and Montreal. And then from Montreal, we went to why am I drawing a blank? Oh, to Carousel,
Yours
where
out.
we stayed for the last like week.
Hmm.
Um, and dude, I got really lucky. I didn't get sick. Like really, really lucky. It in Paris, I started to feel something come on when we first got there. And so I took I was just popping the vitamin C pill things.
Hmm.
Um,
Emergencies.
yeah, popping them back. I took the UK version, so like these little like they call them cookies, not cookies, like tablets basically, and like it doesn't do like because like the emergency does like
Yeah.
does like fizzles up in water, so you don't you can take this without water. So as we were walking around, I was taking like three a day, bro, like really getting active. Yeah.
Mhm. Cookies, they call them.
Say it again.
They call them
Cookies.
cookies?
They call them cookies, yeah, which is crazy.
That's so unappetizing. For
No,
a pill?
it was not appetizing. But no, man, it was fun. Got to get away. It was, it's always a good time when you get to reset for that long, especially with your person. So I'm happy and
Right.
blessed. And man, the wedding was unreal. Got to see you, got to see Fran, newly engaged.
Mhm.
Got to see all of our, I mean, elementary school friends, high school friends, college friends. Everyone came through for the boy, as well as everyone came through for Victoria from her side of the family. So man, it was a blessing. It was fun. Oh, were there any highlights from the wedding that you wanted to share?
Dude, just being in New Orleans, man. You've hyped it up before. A lot of people have said a lot of great things about it, and I get it now. It's a
Mm-hmm.
party 24/7. It can be whatever you want it to be.
Yep.
I've told people it's the most not it felt like it was the most not American place I've been in the
In America.
United States. And I,
Yeah.
I love that aspect to it. There was a lot of that French architecture.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it reminded me a lot of Mexico, like some of the way the houses are laid out in the streets, how it's like thin. Um, the food was great. I keep thinking about the muffaletta sandwiches just throughout the days while I'm out here. The jambalaya and the gumbo is awesome. I had some of the purple drink from Lafitte's, which is just a frozen daiquiri.
Mm-hmm.
Um, one of the more famous places out there, as the ghost tour that we went on pointed
Ooh,
out.
yeah. How was that?
That was cool. We had a pretty cool tour guide. I know a lot of the times it's dependent on how cool your tour guide is.
Yeah,
Ours, that dude grew up in Chicago,
for
and
sure.
yeah, he was like super funny about the way he was describing the places. He had a good attitude about things. It was raining hard when it started,
Mm-hmm.
and in spite of it, he made it a good experience. So shout out
Shout
to
out to him.
Jeremy from
Yeah.
Hottest Hell Tours. I'll
Shout
give
out
him a,
Jeremy.
I'll give him a shout out here on the pod.
Were you spooked at all? Did Jeremy scare you?
I no, there was strength in numbers.
True.
There was a
More
good
of us
like
than them.
four or five other couples on the tour.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude, I need to go back to New Orleans at some point, so
We
maybe
would love to have you, man.
we
Yeah,
can coordinate that.
I would love to do that. I am lucky I'm marrying into a family that has such ties there. It's they make it literally feels like that every time I go. Like family, food, like reunion. It feels like that every single time I'm there. So yeah, man. Also, you just recently went on vacation as well outside of my wedding. You went to Mexico, didn't you? How
That's
was
right.
that?
Yeah, that was great. That was Fran's first time out of the US, so we threw it straight into the fire of Spanish speakers. We
But
stayed.
she speaks Spanish though, doesn't she?
She's just getting there. She's learning.
Oh, okay.
And what better way than to go straight into the environment?
Yeah.
We stayed with my cousin Mariana on arguably one of the nicer sides of town, just
Hmm.
to, kind of ease Fran's way into it. And she speaks Spanish, or rather she speaks English, and so that helped with like easing her into it, making her feel a little more comfortable, which was really like the main goal of it. And
Hmm.
then we went over to where my mom lives because she was out there with my siblings. That's where she likes to spend most of her Christmases around all of the rest of our family. So
Definitely understand that.
Fran was able to meet at least all of my aunts, which is really the most important part because my uncles can never really get them in one spot for too long.
Hmm.
And I have a few uncles that live in North Carolina, which is tough to really like meet up with because I've
Are you
never been out
saying
there.
are you saying that your uncles in Mexico are those your mom's brothers or your dad's brothers?
My mom's brothers.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they
Are
can just do their own thing.
are the one in North Carolina your dad's family?
That's also my mom's family.
Okay. Did your dad not come from a big family?
Yeah, he did. He was one of six.
Sheesh. Where are they? Where are they
Um,
living at?
I have one aunt here in LA. The other two are in Mexico, so Fran got to meet them.
Nice.
My one of my dad's brothers passed in 2011, and then the other one is somewhere in like a couple hours east of LA. He's kind of been estranged the past handful of years, so
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I don't know when that meeting is gonna happen, but
That's family,
whenever
bro.
that happens,
Yeah.
it'll
Hopefully,
happen.
hey, if he's watching the pod, love to reconnect.
I know you're not, but if you are, hit us up. It's been a while. If you
um,
noticed.
well, first, I want to say I'm so happy that you guys came, bro. It was such a good time to see you and hug you in real time. So I appreciate that. But let's dive in, man. The last time we talked, I was talking hot shit, thinking that the Eagles were going to beat the Bears, and
It's been a
uh,
while, huh?
it's been a while.
Man, the Bears have gone on a run since then.
Hmm.
I mean, the Bears came off of beating a lot of not so good teams. Look, in retrospect, it's teams that a playoff team should take care of. So, not surprising looking
Hmm.
back on it. There were some close calls against the Giants. Um, that led to a lot of doubts going into the Eagles game. I'm very
Hmm.
happy that that game went the way that it did. I know the Eagles' defensive line wasn't looking the way that it should be. I think they've kind of figured some things out since then. But focusing more on the Bears, Ben Johnson's really created an identity for the Bears, and I am
Yes, he
so
is.
outrageously happy about that. I mean, he's looking at good teams right in the face and saying, "This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna smack you in the face, try to stop it." No team has really had that much success at stopping the run. DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monunga are an amazing one-two punch. We just got the Pro Bowl announcement coming out. We got two Pro Bowlers up front with Drew Dalman, the center, and Joe Tooney, the a highly regarded guard that we were able to trade for from the Kansas City Chiefs this past season. And you see how their season turned out. So maybe that was like the secret sauce that was a part of the dynasty that was built in Kansas City with Andy Reid and
Hmm.
Patrick Mahomes. He also came from the Patriots. He was a
Hmm.
protector of Tom Brady. I believe he's got like four Super Bowls under his ring or
Hmm.
under his belt. So that's a major part of the revitalization of the offensive line in front of Caleb Williams, especially compared to what it was last season. What a joke that was, dude.
Dude,
It's just such a stark contrast between the two seasons, and the roster has turned over a lot, especially in the offensive line. That's kind of where the biggest change was.
the trenches, man.
But for the most part, it's kind of like a similar look on the other side of the ball. I mean,
Yeah.
Grady Jarrett got added, but he hasn't really made that big of a difference. The secondary is getting a little healthier as the years coming around. Kyler Gordon is still mysteriously very much hurt, which I don't understand that part. He hurt his foot or something like that going into the Green Bay game, the first Green Bay game, and now he's on IR, which is
Damn.
so frustrating
You
because
only
he's
getting
only
back for the playoffs, though. That's all that matters.
that's all we're hoping for.
Hmm.
He only played about 4 games this season, and he's one of those flying around nickels that I think is super important on this.
Hmm.
on this defense. So hopefully he's there for whenever the Bears start the playoffs. It's looking like we might be in the 2 seed as long as we win one of the next 2 games. Um, Going into, I don't have very much to say about the Cleveland Browns game. That pass that Caleb had rolling to his right was amazing. That's all I got. I'm glad Myles Garrett didn't get the record on us.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, I was gonna say before you keep going,
Hmm.
since you guys Ravens lost on October 26th, you guys are 7-1.
Hmm.
Like at the start of the season, you guys were 1-3, and you were talking about hanging it up.
Yeah,
I had to pump life back into you.
it hurt me.
Now to see you towards the end of the season, really hitting on all cylinders where you should be peaking at the right time. I mean, you guys really have done that. Now, I will say, you guys have two tough battles to close out the season, and the 49ers on Sunday night, and then TBD on the Lions for the last week. The Lions got nothing to lose.
True. And
They're
they've
they're
shown in the
they're
past they can be petty about,
yeah,
playing spoiler on the last week of the season.
with Green Bay. Yeah, they don't care.
Hmm.
They're gonna be gunning for y'all just to be able to end on a high note going to the offseason with their heads held high. So the Niners got something to play for and so the Lions. So that 2 seed is not guaranteed, and the Eagles are looking to move up to that two
Mm.
seed. So we're not going on a losing streak these last 2 weeks, Willie.
I didn't think so. I know we got an Eagles matchup that we'll talk about in a second
Mm-hmm.
with the Buffalo Bills. I think that's one of the more compelling games of the slate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. There was a point I was getting to. Oh, I was just going to talk about this last Packers game. And let me preface it by saying the first Packers game I was watching in New Orleans. Fran and I
Mm.
went out to a bar for the first half. People were real
Nice.
mean.
Really?
Yeah, people were mean at
How
that.
about the Bears?
Yeah, dude, they were just talking a lot of shit to me.
They like more people down there like the Packers than well maybe dude Little Wayne loves Packers for whatever
Mhm.
reason.
Yeah, I don't get that. I was bumping a Neck of the Woods while I was out in New Orleans. I love that song.
Yeah.
I know it's about New Orleans, Uptown.
What you know about Uptown?
I don't know anything about Uptown. I just know that
Um,
song. But yeah, so that was such a back-breaking interception that Caleb threw. Heard a lot
mhm,
about it through Twitter, through people walking down the street, and that sucked. So the bounce back and the last game that happened this past Saturday, I scheduled the flight back from Mexico during that time. It was like 10 p.m. local time, which is the same time zone as Chicago. So I was getting on the plane. We were finally boarding because it was delayed like an hour and a half, and the Packers went up 16-6. So I thought it was over. Then we sat down on the plane finally. The dude in the row, like right down from us, was had the game on his phone, and he reacted saying like, "Oh my God, it's tied." I was like, "It's tied?" So I got on that Wi-Fi real quick.
mhm.
Shout
Why
out
were
to
you not doing
T-Mobile.
that? Wait, yeah. Why weren't you doing that beforehand?
I was hurt. I gave up.
You gave up.
I gave up.
See, nah. See, I have something to say later. Go ahead. Continue your story.
I was getting on the flight, thinking, thankfully I'm on this flight and I won't have to suffer through,
Mm-mm.
and I won't be able to sleep anyways.
Who'd you fly with?
It was me and Fran.
No, no, no. Like what airline?
Oh, Alaska. Shout out Alaska and T-Mobile. You got that free Wi-Fi for everybody with T-Mobile.
I did not know. Wait, you flew from Alaska to California?
No, no, no. It was Alaska Airlines.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Uh,
saying. Alaska Airlines to California?
yeah, in Guadalajara to LA. Yeah.
Oh, okay. To LAX. Okay, never mind, never mind. Go ahead.
So I got it hooked back up. I was able to see them. The score was tied. Then went to overtime, fourth down conversion, or rather, fourth down stop by the Bears.
Hmm.
As Caleb threw that deep pass, the plane took off from the ground, and DJ caught it as we were ascending into the air, and it was incredible.
Symbolic, huh?
It was, yeah, dude. It was. Would I have stopped watching if I was at the bar? No. The timing kind of just led itself into that. I was there. I was paying attention.
No, no. You should have had a stream up on your phone or something before that plane took off. You knew what you were doing.
I didn't have that 3G down there, Peyton.
I'm forgetting you're in Guadalajara. That's on me. That's on me.
It's Mexico.
They don't have the 5G towers sucking up their brain cells down there.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. It's everywhere. The wires all over the place. But yeah, dude, what a way to just shove it up their ass.
Yeah,
Fuck Green Bay.
that was a unbelievable throw
Hmm.
that Caleb threw. Um, he is coming into his own. We're starting to see him be more confident and comfortable, but that's because the running game allows him to not have to be Superman.
Right.
The O line, like you said, with the center coming on from Kansas City and New England, plays an enormous factor on taking the pressure off of having to make every read, every call, pre-snap. And then obviously having Ben Johnson in his ear up until I think it's like 10 seconds or 15 seconds in the play clock,
That's right.
giving him tips and keys. Like you're seeing who Caleb can actually be, as well as you're seeing who Ben can be with an elite level quarterback. Not to say that Jared Goff didn't come out high in the draft. There's a huge difference between Jared Goff and Caleb Williams, and
Hmm.
so I think the Bears are going to be a problem for years to come, and you're going to see some rebuilds happening in the NFC North because they're going to have to try to compete now with the Chicago Bears, and hopefully not the Indiana Bears or the Arlington Bears, but
Correct.
that's a conversation for another day.
Yes, I'd be cool with Arlington, not cool with Indiana. But yeah, like you said, maybe this is some off-season talk. Right
Yeah,
now, very much solidly the Chicago Bears.
solidly the Chicago Bears. Um, was there a comment that you wanted to make about let me
About
write
the
my
upcoming
notes?
game.
Yeah,
I think
before we
the
move.
Bears can win against the 49ers. I think it's a matchup of two teams that don't really get a whole lot of pressure on the quarterback. So
Mhm,
knowing that, I'm pretty confident that Caleb will be able to show out and flex his muscles, do whatever, not so much whatever he wants with the football, but I think this will be a showcase for Ben Johnson's offense.
mhm,
There'll be a push up front, whether he wants to run, whether he wants to develop or rather give a game call or a play call for a deep passing game, deep passing, a deep pass, whatever it is. We
mhm.
might get Luther Burden back. I don't know about Roma Dunze. That's been two pretty major players rather that have been missing the past few weeks. So I think the offense will be able to perform under the bright lights of San Francisco, or rather Santa Clara, an hour away.
Dude, you should go to that game.
Nah,
Tickets are
dude,
super expensive.
they're expensive.
Did you
I,
look already?
yeah, it's not as close as you think, dude. It's like a 6 hour drive.
Dang. There's no train or anything that goes from here to there?
There is, but it doesn't run as frequently as you think it does either.
Gotcha.
That's all right. I'll catch him on some successive years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a good game, two playoff teams, and George Kittle might be hurt also. So
Ooh,
that's that's a big one.
it's a big
But
one for y'all.
win one of the next two, and we got the division. So I think that's what they're gunning for. Let's do it. Why not this week?
Why
Why not
not?
put the pressure on Seattle not to lose one of them and
Yeah.
win out ourselves?
Yeah. I like that for you. That is the ball that you want to be playing in December is your own terms,
Hmm.
being able to do what you want on your own terms. Excited to see this for Chicago, my home city, but at the same time, I really don't like them. I've said this to you before. I really don't like the majority of Chicago Bears fans because they're fair weather fans. But the city of Chicago is one of the largest markets in terms of sports, so it's always good when the Windy City has some positivity going,
That's right.
especially with the Cubs not being very good right now, the Sox not being very good, the Bulls not being very good. Like the Bears are holding it down right now.
Hmm.
So good to see.
It feels good.
Yeah, man. Um, moving into my birds, we've had
Hmm.
a tumultuous time since last speaking with you. Um, rattled off 0-3 through November. Um, got a bounce back game against the Raiders, and then blew the doors off of uh, a Joe Johnson Commanders team to get our groove back, like Stella. Um, what you need, man. Sometimes you need that.
That's right.
Sometimes you gotta. hit a couple fours to get back and know that your groove is coming back up. So,
That's right.
uh,
Make you feel real good.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
And so, also to what you said, we had a few folks make the Pro Bowl, which is really cool. Quinion and Cooper DeJean, as well as Cam Jurgens, which any Eagles fan will tell you Cam Jurgens has had a horrendous year, and we don't know how the hell he made the Pro Bowl. But shout out to Cam Jurgens, I guess. Beef Jerky, I love you, brother, but he's been injured. So it's not like he's
Yeah.
had a bad year because of bad like it's been bad play, but it's been bad play because he's injured. But my
Right.
philosophy is if you're out there playing, I don't give a damn about your injuries. You're out there playing.
Right.
Eagles wanted fans wanted him to sit down because he was injured. Like stop playing through it. Just take the time. Um, but shout out to him for playing through it and making the Pro Bowl. Um, I'm excited for the first time in 21 years that we're back to back NFC East champs, man. Come on.
Hmm.
It hasn't been seen since McNabb,
That's a
Brian
crazy
Westbrook,
stat, also, by the
bro.
way.
Yeah. 21 years. Are you kidding me? Todd Pinkston was on our our team. Freddie Mitchell, Javon Curse. Come on, what are we talking about?
I think this predates me even paying attention to football. I didn't start paying attention to football until I was like 10.
You were a huge baseball guy growing up.
I was.
Huge baseball guy. You had a few Bear sweatshirts I remember you wearing
Mm.
to school, but you were definitely and you had a skull cap too, a
Yeah.
Bears skull cap.
Yeah, that's right.
You would always wear. But no, yeah, you were a Cubs fan through and through. That's all. I'll never give you shit on that. You know your stuff with baseball.
That's right.
Um,
OG.
OG. But Sammy Sosa days for real.
Oh, they're the best. Bring back
Before
steroids.
before he was light skinned.
That's right. The original Sammy Sosa, the original
The
flavor.
OG. um, but yeah, man, I'm just happy that we're hitting our groove on the right track at the right time, like kind of similar thing I said to the Bears. It's you should be playing and going into your best ball in December. Happy as hell to see Saquon be hitting 100-yard games the last 3 games, as well as getting in the end zone. He is the bread and butter to our offense. Without Saquon, we don't go anywhere. So we need to continue to see the emphasis on the run game, as well as Jalen running when using his legs. Um, it opens up a different dynamic to our RPO game that then opens up AJ on the slants, Devontae on either hole shots or even just pivot routes over the middle of the field. Dallas Goedert's getting open. Dallas Goedert had 10 touchdowns so far this season and got snubbed from the Pro Bowl. This is one of his best statistical years. I'm not a stats guy, but even just watching the Eagles play the football, he's been elite this year in a basically one year contract deal has been playing elite. Um, Probably won't be able to keep him after this year, especially after having 10 touchdowns. He'll probably get fetch a really good deal from someone else.
Mm.
So we're gonna probably have to go in the draft and find his replacement. But damn, Dallas Goedert's been having a year, and to get snubbed like that. Also, you got Commanders fans online, you got Bears fans online talking about their cornerbacks got snubbed over Quinyon Mitchell. That's Quinion Bay. All right. That's Q. Q dog. I don't want to hear any more fucking things about Q. He's like that. They don't even want to throw to him. That's like our age, new age, Revis Island. Q Island. Had to give you the mouth open the mic. Talk for it there for a second.
I've always liked when you do that. Um, I saw a lot of that discourse with Nashawn Wright on the
Mm-hmm.
Bears, and I agree with your take. There's a lot of stats that don't pop up on the stat sheet. I've seen Nashawn Wright get absolutely smoked by AJ Brown and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
So the takeaways are nice. The numbers look good,
100%.
but
100%.
if you like you said, if you watch the game, like Nashawn Wright, is he a great corner? I don't know.
He gives
But
me Trayvon Diggs from his rookie year vibes. It's like, yeah, he's like, it's a high risk, high reward type of style of
yeah.
defense that he's playing, which is great because then, like you said, you'll get picks, you'll get opportunities to get the
Mm.
ball to your offense. Like that is why corners get paid. I will say that.
Yeah.
getting turnovers and getting more opportunities for your team is how you get paid. However, if the band is playing because your guy scored, you also will lose your job because of that.
Yeah.
So, like, there's got to be a level of discernment when we're talking about this. Teams are straight up saying, we're not looking at this side of the field
Hmm.
because of Q and Coop. I saw a couple
Right.
people talking bad on Coop. White boy Coop. Why would you do that? He's so nice.
Can't
You
talk
don't
that way
bother
about
nobody.
the exciting whites.
Yeah, man. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. But in these last few minutes, I do want to call out some predictions that we had, you and I, Bill.
What do we say?
The Indiana boys, culture fraudulent,
Yeah, you did call that really early on.
bro. It's Daniel Jones. What are we talking about?
Indiana
Either
Jones.
through play or injury, that man not gonna make it. Come on, stop it. I said
I
the
and
Bucks. No, go ahead. What do you got to
the
say about the Colts?
In a way, I was kind of deceived by that. I thought it was sustainable, but
No.
I mean, things happen for a reason. You know.
Mm-hmm.
The
Now I
Bucks
will say
also.
Jonathan Taylor,
Yeah.
fantastic. And that
Hmm.
defense was looking great. They were humming, but this is the man's league, man. This ain't college football.
Hmm.
This is a man. It's 17 football games that get played in the regular season with one bye week before you even reach the playoffs. This is damn near a 21 week season. Stop. We have yet to see Daniel Jones go that many weeks in a row and play well. What makes you think that he was going to do that?
That's true. I don't know. Oh, and then the two firsts for Sauce, who is hurt also.
Oof. I don't
That
want to blame.
hurts.
That just hurt. I don't mind. I think two first is crazy. One first I would have understood. Two definitely hurts. Two definitely hurts. One and maybe like a third would have been fine,
Hmm.
and I would have been like, it's still a good trade because you still have him for the next few years. He's an elite talent, so on and so forth. First corner to make All Pro as a rookie in like 50 years, 60 years. So I'm okay with that. But two first does hurt. The Bucks. Now I'm gonna get on Baker Mayfield because all y'all had at like midseason, but Baker Mayfield's MVP, MVP. Guess what? His head coach is on the hot seat to get fired because he's playing bad.
Yeah, he had a cuss out game.
Y'all told us that Baker was better than Jalen and Caleb.
That's true. They did say
Y'all
that.
said that. Y'all said that in the comments.
Hmm.
Baker's getting his head coach fired and he's going home to go fishing,
That's
drink
right.
beers, and get fat.
That's right.
While Jalen and Caleb are going to be dancing,
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
hitting one of these.
We're dancing.
Dancing, man. Dancing, dancing.
We should be dancing. Yeah.
um, I think the Lions had yet again a two years in a row injury ridden teams. I honestly at
Mhm.
this point, when you see that happen, strength and conditioning people get fired, like med staff people get fired. Like you can't be having that too many or that many injuries
Mhm.
on your team back to back years. So I think strength and conditioning coach might get let go or like planning something in that realm is
Yeah.
probably going to get let go because dude, literally half of their team 2 years in a row has been injured. Like that's more than just a fluke at this point.
Yeah, you need to
So
be healthy in the division that they're in.
a
I
hundred
mean, it's
percent, dude.
not
You guys,
only like the Green Bay Packers that are always like consistently there. Now you have to worry about the Bears.
and Minnesota, dude. Minnesota won 14 games last year.
They
Like,
alternate year after year.
yeah.
One year
So
playoffs, one year no. One year playoffs, one year no. So they'll be back next season.
yeah. But yeah, man, I don't really have much else to say about the rest of the league. Excited for the playoffs. We have to get through these next two games and see what the seeding
Mhm.
looks like. But I'm excited to see who's dancing, man. I'm excited to see what the matchups are going to be. I think this year with Pat and Ravens not making it, and like the AFC is going to be interesting to see who comes out of there, as well as the NFC, man. Like the Eagles look good and have been the consensus like best made team, but then we get snubbed on like a bunch of the awards. Not that many people made it. Not even getting ranked in the top 10 for a lot of positions for voting. So we'll see, man.
Mhm.
We'll see.
Yeah, man, it's exciting. It's gotten to the point of the year also where I voluntarily just like tap out of games, which is nice. Like, what did I just decide not to watch the other night? I think the Monday night game. I was like, I'm good on this.
It's
I don't
like a
know.
bad matchup. You're like, I don't
Yeah,
need to watch this.
I don't need to watch this. I'll put on some crime YouTube videos and meal prep. But it's become clear what's important and what's not. So
hmm
our
hmm
team's important. If you're watching this, maybe not, but
hmm
that's all right.
Hey, tune in and watch us.
Doing to watch us, there's plenty of people that do pay attention, apparently, which is what I learned in attending your wedding. I appreciate all of you for tuning in.
Yeah, that was so cool. That was, I will say,
Mhm.
people coming up to us and were like, yo, I watched one of Victoria's aunts was like, I watch your guys' podcast because you guys are funny and know what you're talking about every week.
I appreciate that.
Shout out. Shout out to you. I don't want to name drop you, but shout out.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, we love you
This is for
guys.
you and for everyone
Um,
else, but for you
yeah.
specifically.
Merry Christmas. Like, subscribe, comment. Love you guys.
Thanks for tuning in, Peyton. I love you.
Mhm.
Merry
I love
Christmas
you,
to
brother.
you,
Love you.
Mr.
Tell
and
Fran
Mrs.
hi.
Mitchell.
Hey, you know what it is. Soon to be Mr. and Mrs.
That's
Anaya.
right.
I
All
love you,
right.
brother.
Love you too.